Hey, my dear friends, welcome to my little coaching session every Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock San Diego time, 1 o'clock in New York. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a couple things. Number one is the secrets of a millionaire business mindset. And I'm going to be going through these two sheets, this one and one that you could fill out if you like. I'll share with you how to get that in just a moment. Many of you may know my background, you may not know, but I was really fortunate when I was 19 years old. I had a mentor who was a brilliant businessman, entrepreneur, and really phenomenal at achieving business goals. And he was the first person that taught me the combination of the mindset, the skill set, and the action set required to build a business. And then I got into franchising. And my first business outside of selling real estate when I was 19 to 26 years old was building RE/MAX of Indiana. And I built that to about 85 offices, 1,500 salespeople. And in those offices are probably about 400 or 500 employees that supplied services to the salespeople. So I got a lot of opportunity to see how a franchise worked and how the thinking had to be accurate and the skills of what a business owner had to do to build their franchise every day, every week, every month. And I built that to a $4.5 billion a year real estate enterprise. And then I took what I learned there and built another company with a group of amazing people called Bamboo.com. And we grew that relatively quickly and took it public on NASDAQ in 1999. And I retired for a few years. And then I started writing some books and teaching some people. So I've got a little bit of experience building companies. My current company that I've had, NeuroGym, for the last 4 years is an 8-figure a year business, 7 figures a month. It's not because I'm so smart, it's because I follow a process. I follow some rules of the business game. And I want to get something over here. I want to welcome all of you. I'm going to talk to you about this Rubik's Cube in just a second. And before we begin, I'm going to look on my computer screen over here and see who's here, where are you from? Tell me about your business. What kind of business do you have? And I'm going to just see if I can see who's on here right now. Amanda, hi there. Arena, hi there. Robert, Asoya, hi there. Let me see. Angela, Rakesh. Awesome. Camilla, nice to see you. Awesome. So tell me what your business is so I can help you. Rome, Montreal. I used to live in Montreal for my teen years. From about 6 years old to about 18 in Montreal. Mortgage business, you're a crochet artist. Hey there, Bob. Narumi, I love that. You're frozen, not getting anything. Turn off any of your other programs in the background so that you have a good feed. You're not seeing me frozen because of my connection. I may be frozen because of your connection. Right? So I got my team over here. Okay, I am looking at all of your stuff. Hey there, Jesse. Nice to see you. All right. So Georgetown, love it. Pastry business, cookies. I love it. Alpha, hi there from the Philippines. Nice to have you on. Kathy K. You don't have a business yet? Great. Aesthetic and hormones doctor. Okay, awesome. So we got lots and lots of you. Here's what I'd like you to do. What's your biggest problem? What is your number one biggest problem in your business? Because the first thing that I can share with you as you type in your number one biggest problem is that there's a formula for business success around sales and marketing, but there's also a formula for how you use your time and what you do. And one of the biggest mistakes people make in growing their business is this. Ready? They don't know the role they're supposed to be playing in their business. Let me give you an example. In every single business, there are different hats that a business owner has to wear or has to make sure somebody is wearing. So for example, there is the visionary business owner. And that's the person who has a vision for what they want to achieve. They can see their product or service helping lots of people. Then there is the person who's responsible for sales. They have the sales hat on and they actually make sales to create, the business reality. Then there's the marketing person who is responsible for generating leads and converting those leads into paying customers online or offline with the sales team. Then there is the driver. It's the person who is driving the business every single day forward to implement the strategies and tactics to achieve the vision. I'm going to show you this document in just a moment. I'll show you how to get it in a few minutes as well. I'm going to show you 3 different things that you're going to look at. And in a minute or two, my team will put a link below. You can get it if you want to review it with me, but I'll show it with, I'll go through it with you in detail today. So there's the visionary, there's the salesperson, the marketer, the driver. Then you've got the person who's the engineer. What is the engineer? The engineer is the person who can see the business from the vision all the way down to every little piece that needs to be put in place. The systems, the processes, the strategies, the tactics, all of the pieces that fit into creating a business is pretty complex. And unless you think in a structured way, it's going to be difficult. So let me share with you the Rubik's Cube analogy that I love, okay? How many of you have actually tried to solve the Rubik's Cube? I'm looking at my screen over here live, and so I want to know how many of you have tried to solve the Rubik's Cube. Let me know if you've tried to solve the Rubik's Cube. So just type, yeah, John, I've tried to solve the Rubik's Cube. All right, let me just see what we've got. And my team just pinned this document, this one, and this one for you if you want it. I'm going to go through it. So how many of you, Marlene, 5-minute record time. Marlene, you are a very structured person. But let me share something with you. There are kids who are 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old that can do the Rubik's Cube, solve it, not only in a minute or less, but they can do it behind their backs, blindfolded. The question is, why? And the answer is because somehow either somebody has taught them or they learned the right patterns of how to get certain colors in certain locations first, then second, then third, then fourth. It is a process, a system, instead of trying a variety of different combinations of which there are billions to solve this. The person who tries to solve this on their own has got an almost zero chance of solving it on their own because there are billions of combinations. And so when I learned how to build a business, I learned to think of a business in a franchising way. And what's the benefit of a franchise? Somebody has invested thousands of hours and has tried through investment of time and money, thousands of different things to run the business, to generate leads, to convert leads, to get people to come back, to get people to refer people to them. And the average business owner that we help has no clue of the right systems and processes for what's going on in their head, but let alone what's happening in the business, in sales, marketing, management, finance, internet technology or information technology and systems, client care, etc. And so I want you to take a look at this document for just a moment. And as I mentioned, you can download it by clicking on the link that's pinned as the comment right now. All right. And I'm going to talk to you about several different things. Number one, I'm going to talk to you about is the mindset. All highly successful business owners have a few things in common. Number one is they create a vision for the business that they want to build and create. Why do they start off with that? Because first and foremost, when you create a vision for your business, you can then create how to achieve that vision. Think about this. Almost every how already exists. How to generate leads, how to use Facebook to generate leads, how to use YouTube to generate leads, how to advertise in your local newspaper, how to get free publicity, how to get on radio, how to get on TV. All of the how already exists. But what you want to start off with is the vision of where you see your business in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years. And then the inner game that you have to master is the beliefs that you can somehow figure it out, either on your own, through books, through the help of other people. If anybody wants to get a great book on building a business where we include the mindset and skill set, pick up my book, The Answer. That's a shameless little plug. It's a New York Times best-selling book. It's outstanding. But when you have a vision and you have the right beliefs, first you've got to understand there are two types of beliefs. The beliefs that you need to have are not just that you can do it at the conscious level and be able to declare it, but you have to align your conscious beliefs with what you secretly believe is true. So let me give you an example. If you believe that people need your product, people need your service, and it's outstanding, but you have another belief that you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the skills, you don't have the technology, you don't have the money, you don't have the confidence, you don't have the certainty, you're going to have opposing beliefs, and you have to learn how to manage your emotions of uncertainty and lacking confidence if your beliefs are not lined up. Does this make sense so far? I'm trying to go fast because I have a lot of information for you right over here and in this document that I want every one of you to fill out today, because it's going to show you something I'll explain to you in just a few minutes. And so you've got to have the beliefs, and then you've got to have the daily disciplines. Now, what should you be doing as a business owner? Let's say you have a business idea or you already have a business. Your number one priority every single day to make sure your business survives and thrives, not just gets by, survives and thrives, is this. Somebody write this down. Hi, Andrea. T times C equals R. T times C equals R. Somebody type that out. T times C equals R. Let me explain to you what that means. Traffic times conversion equals revenue. Traffic, eyeballs, leads, times your ability to convert either online or offline equals revenue. So somebody has to wake up every day thinking about, how am I going to get more leads today? And how am I going to offer people my product or my service or my knowledge or my skill so that they want to exchange their hard-earned money for what it is that the product or service or knowledge or skill is. If you do not wake up every day thinking about that question, you are not a sales and marketing CEO. And you'll see in just a moment when we get into the skill set matrix, that's perfectly okay. Albert Einstein had one of my favorite quotes of all time. If you ask a fish to climb a tree, she will always feel stupid. Somebody want to type that in for me? If you ask a fish to climb a tree, she will always feel stupid. What does that mean? If you're a doctor and you have a specialty in a certain type of medicine, or if you're a coach, or if you're in crocheting, or if you're an artist, or if you are an engineer, doesn't matter. The expertise that you have is in what it is that you do. The fact that you might figure out how to create a better pen, or have filtered water as your idea, or draw, or anything, does not equate to you being an excellent CEO, or salesperson, or engineer, or marketer. And what most people try to do is fight against their natural abilities and skills. And so they are productive 10 or 20% of the time, and they fight against their natural propensities 80% of the time. And that's why 85% of business owners fail within 3 years. If any other industry failed so blatantly within 3 years, people would have an outcry. But because it's so easy to have an idea and have a dream and have goals, it takes expertise to build a business. It takes expertise to solve the Rubik's Cube, like I showed you earlier. But the point I want to make with you is you have to learn your role. Okay, which of the 5 hats that I discovered before, discussed before, is the one you're supposed to be doing Now, I'll teach you how to get the other stuff done in about, 5 or 6 minutes. So the first part is to get your mindset right so that you are focusing on the right things, you have the beliefs you need to achieve the goal, and you're managing your emotions around the lack of confidence, lack of certainty, lack of tools, lack of resources, lack of beliefs, lack of confidence, etc. If you don't know how to do that, you will be a victim of the 85% of the people who fail at building their business. Of the 15%, by the way, who succeed past 3 years, 5% make it to 1 million, and then 5% of those make it to 5 million. So you have a better chance of getting hit by a car, which I don't want for you, than really building your business to $1 million or $5 million a year. But you can learn how to do that. Okay? So, first part is the mindset. All right? And again, you can download this and the skill set matrix that my friend Bob Norton let me share with you. Brilliant. He shared that with me about 10 years ago. The next part of building your business, right over here, okay, is strategies and tactics. And this says who, what, why, how, when. So let me explain. So what are strategies and tactics? Most business owners have a vision. They have a goal. They really want the lifestyle of being financially free. And what I learned many years ago is business can be the road to financial freedom. But business can also be the road to pain and suffering. Most people who leave a job and go into business usually make less per hour on their job and have less time off and are more stressed because they have just increased the level of complexity in their life. When they have a job, somebody else is taking care of sales, marketing, management, finance, hiring, firing, websites. When you leave and you have your own business, as the CEO, you have to start thinking about sales, marketing, management, finance, the vision, all of that stuff. And if you don't have the expertise, you are going to be confused. You are going to be overwhelmed. You are going to be doing the wrong things at the wrong time in the wrong order most of the time. But you don't have to, because just like you can put a woman on the moon because we know how to, and just like we can build an electric car, or just like we can put a probe on Mars, how to for growing a business to 100,000, to 250,000, to 500,000, to 1 million or more, we already know how to do that. And for those of you that didn't come in before, if you want to learn everything I've learned, I only have about 25 minutes. Pick up my book, The Answer, on Amazon. These are some shameless plugs that I'm going to give you because I want to help you. It's about $15. It's a New York Times best-selling book. So, when you are building your business and you have a product or a service, knowledge or skills, the first question you must ask yourself is this: who needs and wants what I have? Let me explain to you one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. And I have trained tens of thousands of business owners. The number one biggest mistake they make, they don't know specifically who is their ideal or perfect client profile. They don't have an avatar. A picture, for example, of a male or a female, the age, how much they earn, what their biggest pains, fears, frustrations, irritations, wants, and needs are. Let me repeat that. And you can always watch this again because it's going to be posted to the top. And if you like this, do me a favor, hit the share button. But if you really like this for now, hit the share button, but also let me know that you're enjoying this. Give me a little feedback right now. You enjoying this? I'm going to get deep into the strategies and the tactics now for the next 6 or 7 minutes. Give me a couple of those loves, on there. All right. So when you understand who wants and needs your product or service or knowledge and skill, and you understand, I'm going to repeat this one more time, their pains, their fears, their frustrations, their irritations, and their wants and needs. The question you want to ask yourself is, why do I need to know their pains, fears, frustrations, irritations, wants, and needs? And the answer is because people, their brains, the reptilian part of their brain, is always looking to move away from any pain, fear, frustration, irritation, want, or any pain, fear, frustration, irritation first, before they move towards what they want. We move away from what we want 10 times faster than we move towards what we want. So when you understand both, you are able, to speak to them in a way that resonates with their heart, but also with their reptilian brain, a part of their brain that is responsible to find things in the environment that will help them move away from pain, suffering, etc. So you have to know who they are. You have to know exactly what it is that they want. See, a lot of people think, build it and they will come. No! Find out what they want, then build it, then they will come. So if you know what they want, you can see if your product or service is right for them. Stop trying to think that you can help everybody. You can't. There is a percentage of the population, out of every 100 people, I want you to start thinking, okay, the mindset is that there's 3 or 4 people that right now want what you have or need. 3 or 4. And then there's another, let's say 17 or so, that might want what you have or need. And if you can educate them, then you can move them from the might want or need into the, yeah, I want and need. So that's about, let's say, 20 out of 100 people. The other 80% of the people, they're just kicking the tire. They're just window shopping. They're just like wasting their time and your time. But if you get very, very clear on who they are, what they want, and why should they choose your product and service over the hundreds of other possibilities? Why? What do you have that is going to cause them to go, I want to do business with you? Why should they buy your diamonds? Why should they buy your makeup? Why should they buy your coaching? Why should they buy your art? Like, why you? You have to answer these questions, because if you don't answer the questions that's already happening in their head, they're going to come up with their own answer. So you have to give them evidence, give them a reason why. Number 4 is, how does what you offer, okay, how does what you offer impact their life? You have to get into their psyche around your strategies and tactics. We have to answer these questions. So how specifically does what you have solve their biggest problems, solve their biggest opportunities, solve the questions that they are asking in their mind? You have to think about these things instead of haphazardly hoping and praying and not being prepared. All right? And then when? When is the best time for them to buy? And here's what I mean. Everybody out there is comparing one product or service after another. And you have to determine when is the best time for them to buy. So should they buy right now? How come? Is there some kind of an offer, some kind of a special, some kind of a reason why you want them to make a decision to buy now? You have to help them make a decision. For those of you that just joined us and are wondering what in the world am I talking about, I am reviewing this document right over here, all right, that you can download by just looking at the pinned post. And then I'm going to go into this in about 1 minute right now, which you can download as well. I'm going to teach you how to go through this document. Okay, it's the skill set matrix that my good friend Bob Norton let me use. And so first and foremost, I'm trying to go really fast so that you can understand just some of my thinking about building businesses and being methodical and organized in that. And so let me ask you a question. Is this helping you? And again, I'm giving you so much content in a short period of time. If you want more, pick up my book, The Answer, on Amazon. Okay, The Answer on Amazon. It's a New York Times best-selling book. It shows you tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Okay, so does this make sense so far in the mindset, strategies, and tactics? You have to know, okay, how you are going to achieve your goals and dreams, the strategies, the tactics, and the timelines. And then the last part of this document is system, processes, and predictability. Systems, processes, and predictability. If you think about processes, what's a process? So, for example, this training that I'm doing today, we have a process outlined to choose, the topic, to choose, what we're going to hand out, to be able to create every piece of this training. Didn't happen in 2 minutes. There's hours worth of work to think about the process that we can create to duplicate this training every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock New York time, 9 o'clock California. And so there's a process that we follow for sales, for marketing, for management, for lead generation, for hiring, for firing. Every successful franchise has processes for every part of their business. Every unsuccessful business does not. So that is something you have to figure out is processes. Then people. Oh my goodness. People. When you don't know how to hire, barter, defer payment, or partner, hire, barter, defer payment, or partner with people who play at things you have to work at. One of the biggest lessons I learned many, many years ago is that I was very good at a couple of things and really bad at a whole bunch of other things. So I learned how to get really, really good at the things I'm really, really good at and how to put people in place for the things that are work for me. See, I don't want to work. I want to play. Does it seem like I'm working right now? No, I love this. But it's taken me some time to learn that I don't have to do everything. And since we only have about 3 minutes, again, you can download this document and this one that I'm about to go through right now. But write this down. Somebody type this for me. Hire people who play at things you have to work at. Hire people who play at things you have to work at. And for those of you that are already thinking, but I don't have the money to hire people, then barter with people. Partner with people or hire them but defer payment so that you can pay them out of the proceeds of your success. Hire, barter, defer payment, or partner with people that you have to, or that you, with people that play at things you have to work at. I learned that when I was 20 years old, and I've never worked a day since I learned that and applied it. Okay, so I've got about 5 minutes. By the way, for those of you who download this, and if you want a complimentary session with one of my success advisors, there'll be a document that you can fill out, and we'll get to probably about 50 people who want a success strategy session, who want success advisors. I'm going to tell you in advance, transparently. When you speak to our success advisor, they will help you. They'll give you some ideas. And we can also take a look at if any of our business growth programs are right for you. That's one of the ways that we help people. We give them great information. We help them. And then if one of our programs or products is right for them, great. Pick it up, get into our community, and we'll help you too. So let's go into the skill set matrix. Ready? What is the skill set matrix? Okay, pay close attention. When you have a business and you are the owner and you start off with a vision for your business, that's the beginning part. But then as you take a look at this document right over here, you're going to see categories: sales, marketing, customer care, finance, legal, operations, products or services, development, and IT. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows down here. For every single business, every department needs to have the vision for that department. But not only do you have to have the vision for how that department will run and operate and what it will do, in order to achieve a vision like putting a woman on the moon, somebody has to create the strategies, how we're going to do it, the tactics, the details of the specifics, and the timelines of when it's going to get done by. So for sales, once you have the vision for here's how much we're going to sell, for marketing, here's how many leads we're going to get, for customer care, here's how we're going to take care of our customers who buy from us so that we can have them love us and we can love them back. That's the vision you create. But then you have to develop the strategies and the tactics and the timelines to get it done. And then you have to have somebody who implements the strategies and tactics. And then you have to have somebody, as you grow, manage the implementers. Here is the exercise I want you to do. I want you to download this document. I want you to put an X in each area of the business that you are currently doing. Here's what I have found. the most successful businesses and CEOs, they invest in, or their time in about 6 or 7 of these boxes, okay? And you can see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4, okay? 32 different boxes that have to be filled out for every business at least. Most small business owners are doing 20 to 30 of these boxes, and they're wondering, why are they stressed? Why are they overwhelmed? How come there's not enough time in the day? Because number one, they shouldn't be doing most of this stuff. As the CEO, let me go back to mindset over here. As the CEO, you have to shift your thinking from I have to do it all to I have to use my brain power to figure out how to get it all done. Now, yes, you have to base your decisions based on your resources, but when you don't have the resources, you learn how to become resourceful. That's a mindset shift. But what I want you to do is fill out the skill set matrix. You can just download the document, okay, but fill it out. And what you will discover is, oh my God, I'm working, on 25 or 30 different things, and I need to somehow create a plan to go from 25 things to 22 to 18 to 16 to 14 to 10 to about 5 or 6. And those 5 or 6 things are going to be based on what? Let's go back to where we started. Based on what you are uniquely qualified to do. Is it the salesperson? Is it the marketing person? Is it the engineer type? Is it the driver? Is it what are you supposed to do? Now, that's the thinking you have to get to. Can you do it in one day? No, but let's start with this skill set matrix, and let's start with you starting to figure out the mindset and the skill set and the strategies and tactics and systems that you need. And when you do that, you will start the process of using your brain and your behaviors to be able to do the right things in the right order at the right time. If you are doing things you hate, things you are not good at, the only reason you're doing it is because you think you have to. You believe you have to. And that is a fallacy. There are plenty of people that are retired that would love to work with you to help you. There are plenty of people that are going to college or even high school that have time that they would love to be part of a vision that they buy into and believe in. People will work 8 hours a day for a job they like, 12 hours a day for a boss they like, and they'll work 20 hours a day for a vision they buy into. So if you create a great vision and you allow them to help you and share in the success somehow, either you pay them, you partner with them, you defer payment to them based on successes, okay, or you barter, you trade your products or service with them, they will help you because they want to have purpose and meaning in their lives. And so how do billionaires and millionaires think? They don't think about me doing everything. They think about how can I do what I love, how can I do what I play at, and how can I get other people to help me with my vision. Okay. I've gone for 34 minutes. I try to keep these to 30 minutes. I always try to give you so much stuff so that you want to listen to this again. If you've enjoyed this, give me a little love, give me a little like. Download these 2 documents, okay? So you can have this as well as the skill set matrix so you can fill this out. I'm going to tell you, it'll blow your mind because you're going to go, oh my God, I'm trying to do everything. And then hit the share button, all right? Hit the share button, enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock New York time, all right? So leave me your comments right now. Leave me your comments. I'm going to stay on for about a minute just so I can read your comments. All right, Martha, awesome. Carla, awesome. Thank you. Olivia. All right, if you really like this, I'm giving you a lot of knowledge. Like I said, if you want to pick up my book, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But hit the share button. Let me spread the word. Let's give people the truth of what it takes to build a business so that, they don't have these fallacies and they don't become part of the 85% of people who fail. All right. Stefan, good. Hey there, Hope. Nice to see you. Or see you on there. Mitra, awesome. Debbie Sweetser. Hey, Debbie, always good to see you. Janine, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Kathy K. I did share a lot. Always lots of stuff for me to share. I like to take my 35 years of experience and share it with the world. We're building NeuroGym into a brand that helps people with their mindset, their skill set, and their action set. That's really what it takes. Thank you, Mr. Lanny Morton. Oh my goodness, he is a business rock star, and he actually is our VP of Sales Marketing. He's actually watching. He is an incredible business grower, and he actually runs our Business Black program and a whole bunch of other stuff. We have people that we help grow their businesses. Tammy, awesome. Vyasta, Friha, Yvonne. Again, hit the like button or the love button, but also share this, okay? Show me the love by sharing this so I can spread the word. Don't just be selfish and keep it to yourself, okay? All right. Ricardo, Goss, awesome. May, awesome. Anna, you are welcome. Again, remember, repetition is the mother of skill. This is going to be posted at the top, so watch it again, all right? Whenever I see a video that I like, I will usually transcribe it and reread it and listen to it and watch it over and over and over again. But if you want more than what I shared today, pick up my book, The Answer, but also our success advisors. If you decide to get a free consultation with them, they will share with you some very, very specific strategy and tactics for your business based on where you're at right now. All I ask you is don't waste our time if you don't have a business, because, you got to get your business started. But if you want to be part of my training every week, Tuesdays, 9 o'clock, San Diego time, and 12 o'clock, New York time. Big hugs to you. High five. Have a great day. There's your 30 minutes with John. Hit the love button and share. All right? Bye, everyone. Thank you.